Okay. The class we will do some problems based on the subspace. Okay. So for the first question, let Ax equal to 0. It is the homogeneous system, okay, of linear equation. Be homogeneous system of linear equations where A is an n cross n matrix over real number. N cross n matrix over real number. Let S be the solution set. Let X be the solution set. X be the solution set of this system of equations Okay. The question is so that S is a subspace of Rn. S is a subspace of Rn. So right here, let Ax equal to 0 be the homogeneous system of linear equations. Suppose Ax equal to B non-zero value, non-zero vector. For that case, we can call this one as a non-homogeneous system of linear equations. Okay, where A is an n cross n real matrix. Let S be the solution of the set. Here S is a solution, right? You know, S is a solution of the form like this: x1, x2, and so on, Sn. Okay, Sn. Suppose for this system, 0 is a solution, right? This system 0 is a solution because you put this all values are 0. These are the solutions. Okay, therefore 0 satisfying this equation. 0 means 0 vector, 0, 0, and so on, 0 up to it. Okay, 0 is one of the solution of the system. Therefore, set S is a S is a solution of the system. No, therefore S is a non-empty set because they ask S is a subspace. So you want to show subspace, you want to show first condition S is non-empty set first. So here all values are 0 is there, therefore it is satisfying this Ax equal to 0, therefore 0 belong to the set S, therefore S is non-empty. Okay. Okay, for this one. Okay, every solution is your answer. Every solution, you take one solution u, every solution u of Ax equal to 0. Okay, Ax equal to 0 may be viewed as a okay as a vector as a vector in Rn. That is this one. Maybe U is, I already told you, U is the solutions. Therefore, it is viewed like this. Suppose you have solution this one, Rn S1, S2, and so on Sn. This vector belong to Rn of the form this one. Okay. So the solution of the set Ax equal to 0, the solution of the solution of the solution of subset, sorry, the solution set of Ax equal to 0, right? Solution set of Ax equal to 0. The solution set is S, no? The solution set is S. Okay. Solution set of Ax equal to 0 is a subset of Rn. Is a subset of Rn. Is it okay? It is clearly true because you take one of the solution, you take one of the solution is U, okay, of the form this one, x1, x2. Suppose here some values are 0, 0, 0. It is also belong to Rn, no? It is also belong to Rn. Suppose you have the solution for a 3 cross 3 matrix, you have the 3 solution, S1, S2, S3 belong to R3. There may be 0 here. Only one value exists, 1, 0, 0, for example. Therefore, so the solution of set of Ax equal to 0 is a subset of Rn. Okay, subset of Rn. Right. Clearly, Ax equal to 0 since, okay, 0 vector, right? That means, so the 0 vector, right? Since 0 belong to S. 0 belong to X means your X, capital X is 0. Then this value, this matrix value should be product of matrix Ax also 0. Therefore, it is the 0 vector in the set S. Therefore, S is non-empty. Okay, 0 vector in the set S, because S is a set of all solution. 0 one of the solution. Therefore, the set is non-empty. Okay, X. Let you take two solution, x1, h2 are solution of S. So S1, S2 are solution of X means this satisfying this equation. Therefore, Ax1 equal to 0 and Ax2 also 0. Therefore, you take let two scalar a1, sorry, a comma b, stock a comma b scalar, okay? A comma b belong to real number and x1, x2 in S. So you take this one, a times ax1 bx2, okay, ax1 bx2. So this is, so it is we can write A into AX1, B into AX2. A, B are scalar, no? Then you can take outside here. Suppose you have here inside A, then you can take outside because this AX1 is one of the matrix. Okay, AX1 is one of the matrix. You can take the scalars outside. Therefore, this is 0. This one also 0. Then 0. This one 0 mean it is the solution, right? A x1, B x2 belong to S. A x1, B x2 belong to S. It is the subspace criteria. Okay, suppose we prove this one, then if and only if this S is a subspace, no? Therefore, hence S is a subspace of Rn. S is a set of all solution, okay, of this system of equations. Okay, it is a homogeneous system. Suppose you have Ax equal to B, that means it's a non-homogeneous system. Okay, right. Next question, exercise number 2. Right, exercise number 2. This one based on the right sequence. Okay, they asked to prove that one of the sequence form a subspace. Okay, this one let U be a subset of R infinity. U be a subset of R infinity. Did you understand this part? R infinity. This R infinity means sequence, no? That means U1 and U2 and U3 and so on. Suppose Rn means, you know, suppose you have Rn means you can write 0, 0, sorry, x1, x2, x3 and so on, xn. This your Rn. No? Suppose R infinity means here x1, x2, s3 and so on, sn also there and so on. Okay, that question, right? The exercise number 2 is let U be a subset of, okay, let U be a subset of Rn. R infinity, sorry. Let U be a subset of R infinity consisting of all sequence, right? Consisting of all sequence okay, that satisfy this condition Vi, one of the sequence Vi, okay, Vi plus 2 equal Vi plus 1 for all I. Prove that U is a subspace of R infinity. Prove that U is a subspace of R infinity. U is a subspace of R infinity. Okay. For generally you check for subspace, right? 3 condition. First is you want to show that U is a non-empty. Next, vector addition and scalar multiplication. If three conditions are satisfying, then we can say that use a subspace. This question also, we want to verify three conditions. Three conditions are satisfying, then we can say that it is a subspace. Okay, simple thing. Okay. So first one is, you know that, right? It's clearly this one true, no? The sequence solution is the sequence, right? This one 0, 0, 0, 0, and so on. This one satisfies which equation? Vi plus 2 equal Vi plus 1 for all I, right? For this case, you want to take all Vi's are 0 and Vi plus 1 also 0 and Vi plus 2 also 0, because 0 plus 0 then 0. Therefore, 0 satisfying this equation. Therefore, that Vi is solution, right? So this 0 no, therefore 0 belong to this U. You asked to show U is a subspace of R infinity consisting of all sequence that satisfy this condition. Okay, you take any sequence, that sequence should satisfy this condition. That condition is satisfying, then we can say that that sequence belong to U. Therefore, 0 satisfying this equation, therefore 0 belong to U. Therefore, the set is non-empty. Set is non-empty. Okay. Next claim is, right, for a vector addition part, you take let. Okay, let you take B sequence. Okay, B1, B2, B3, and so on. In a sequence W, W1, W2, and so on, W3, and so on. Because these both belong to R infinity, you know, both belong to R infinity. Okay. Therefore, this one belong to R infinity means this one satisfy that condition. This one belong to R infinity means this one satisfy that condition. Okay. So then this Bi plus 2 equal Bi plus 1. This is the condition, no? Okay. And Wi plus 2 equal Wi plus 1. Okay. So you add this 2, you have B plus W. What is the form of this sequence? B1 plus W1, B2 plus W2, B3 plus W3, and so on. So our claim is you want to show that this element also want to satisfy this condition. That easy, because you take these two properties, then you add this both, Vi plus Wi, Vi plus 2, Wi plus 2 equal Vi plus 1, Wi plus 1. You know, this is. This one means you add this one and yeah, 1, 3 means 2, like this. This is your this element, 1, 3, this one, then you get this one. Okay, therefore Therefore, this u plus b also satisfying this condition, right? Satisfying that condition, right? This I means your I terms, no? This bi plus wi. So I terms, okay? That I term satisfying this condition. Then you put I for all I, no? For all I. So you put I, for I is 1, I is 2, and I is 3. Then you can get this value, right? B, suppose you put I is 1, then you could be a B1 plus W1. B3 plus W3, B1 plus W1 and B3 plus W3 of the form this one. Then you get this B2. Okay, you can get every cases. For every cases, this equation is satisfying. Therefore, right? Therefore, this U plus W belong to which set? Here, for this question, here you will be the subset of R infinity consisting of all sequence. Therefore, this is U. No, it is U. U is a subset of R super infinity. Okay, then you take the sequence in U, right? You take the sequence in U. That one should satisfy in this condition. Each of the sequence satisfying these conditions. Then you ask to show that for a vector addition sequence also satisfying that condition. For a vector addition sequence is this one. Now you add this two, then you get this one. This one is this one shows that this equation satisfy that equation, right? Therefore, this B plus W belong to U. Okay. Therefore, U is closed under vector addition. Therefore, U is closed under vector addition. Okay, U is closed under vector addition. Next, let you take B, V1, V2, and so on. Vi terms there, and so on. And you take arbitrary. This one belong to U. Okay, and arbitrary, right? Arbitrary. Let A belong to real number. Let A belong to real number. So this one belong to U mean this one satisfying this condition, no? Since Vi plus Vi plus 2 equal Vi plus 1. We have, suppose this Bi satisfying this condition, you multiply by this one by A. So you have ABI plus 2, no problem because scalar A. ABI plus 1. Okay, now you can say this sequence AB. So this AB1, AB2, AB3, ABI, and so on. You know, in this sequence, ABI satisfying this condition for all I. For all I means this all element satisfying this condition. For AV1 also satisfying this condition, AV2 also satisfying this condition, AV3 also satisfying this condition. Therefore, for all elements satisfying this condition, therefore this one belong to U. Therefore, AV belong to U. This is a scalar multiplication, right? U is closed under scalar multiplication, right? U is closed under scalar multiplication. Therefore, U is closed under scalar multiplication. So U is closed under vector addition and U is closed under scalar multiplication. Therefore, U is a vector space of R infinity. Therefore, U is a vector space of R infinity. Therefore, U is a vector space. Sorry, U is a subspace of R infinity, which is a subspace of R infinity. Okay, use a subspace of R infinity. Okay. So for next question, uh, uh, for next question, you want to show that uh, the given set is not a subspace. Okay, there are 10 problems. Okay, in all problems, you want to show that the given set is not a subspace. Okay, you asked to show subspace, you want to show three conditions. If at least one condition is false, then you can say that it's not a subspace. Okay, at least one condition is false, then you can say it is not a subspace. Okay, right. Each of the following sets, each of the following sets, okay, each of the following sets are not a subspace of the specified vector space. Sets are not a subspace, are not a subspace of the specified vector space. Specified vector space. For each set, give a reason why is not a subspace. For each case, okay, for each case, give a reason why is not a subspace. Okay, for each case, for each case, give a reason, I'll give a reason why it is not a subspace. Why it is not a subspace. Okay. First set is this set in the vector space R cube. In the vector space R cube. Okay, in the vector space R cube. Okay. So let you take X. Okay. X is right one of the vector of the here 1 0 so 0. So obviously belong to R cube. And this condition also should be satisfying, no? Because 1 greater than equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, this one implies this one satisfying this condition. Therefore, this 1 0 0 belong to S1. Okay, 1 0 0 belong to S1. Therefore, 100 belong to S1. Now you check this condition, right? You take one of the scalar, okay, because they asked to show that this is not a subspace, okay. Therefore, you take let -1 belong to real number. Is it okay? Therefore, is this one usual -1 0 0. This one not satisfying this because S1 greater than equal to 0, but here S1 less than 0. Therefore, it is not a element of it's not the element of S1, but it's a scalar multiplication. Scalar multiplication is not satisfying here. Therefore, S1 is not a vector space. Sorry, S1 is not a subspace of R cube. Right? S1 is not a subspace of R cube. uh, S1 is not a subspace of R cube. Okay, right. Next one. For next one. For next one, S2. Right, the set is S2. X1, X2, X3 belong to R cube. X1 minus 4x2 5x3 equal to, you want to show they asked to show that it is not a subspace in the vector space R cube. You want to show that it is not a subspace. Okay, you want to show that it is not a subspace. So you want to show that it is not a subspace, no? It is not a subspace. So you want to check the right. You want to check because for a subspace you have three conditions. If at least one is false, then you can say that it is not a subspace. Okay. Let but we what is the condition is not false. It's a false here. I think you take this one 0, 0 belong to RQ. Is it okay? But this one is not satisfying this condition, no, because 0 minus 4 times 0, 5 times 0, 0 not equal to 2. Therefore, this 0, 0, 0 not satisfying S2. Therefore, first condition also, first condition, there's not, first condition also false here, no? Therefore, it is not a subspace. Okay, it is not a subspace. You know, for subspace means for any values of x1, s2, s3, this condition should satisfying. For here, at least you take here 0, 0, 0, scalar is 1, then 1 times 0, 0, 0, it's not satisfying. But this is set is maybe non-dimensional because here 1, you put here 1, then yeah, minus this set, suppose you put here 1, sorry, 5, here 1, sorry, 5 or 8, 7, okay, 7, 0, 5, then you get 2. That case set is non-empty, okay, but you take this one 0, 0, 0 belong to R cube, right? Belong to R cube, but not satisfying this condition. So it is not a subspace, no? So it is not a subspace. So it is not a subspace, no? You know, here 0, 0, 0 belong to R cube, right? But this one not satisfying this condition. Therefore, S2 is not a subspace of R cube. At least one condition is not satisfying, then you can easily say that it's not a subspace. Okay, right. You can check the other conditions. Okay, they may be satisfy this one, right? They may be satisfy. Okay, no problem. Remaining, there are two conditions there. That condition may be satisfying work here. For next question. S3, S5 belong to R squared, y equal S squared. In the vector space R squared. The vector space R squared. So you know, here 1, suppose you put 1 1, then 1 equal 1, okay. It's minus 1 1, this one also belong to S3. This both elements are, both vectors are belong to S3. But about the addition, addition is 1 1 minus 1 1, you add this, get 0 comma 2. Therefore y means 2 not equal to, because this is not the element of S3, because 0 not equal to 2 squared. 0 not equal to 2 squared, because this condition is satisfying, then you can say that this is belong to S3. But for this vector, it's not satisfying this condition. Therefore, this vector addition is not satisfying here. Therefore, S3 is not a subspace of R squared. Okay. Therefore, S3 is not a subspace of R squared. S3 is not a subspace of R squared. S3 is not a subspace of R squared. Therefore, S3 is not a subspace of R squared. Next one. Let P4 be the vector space of all polynomial of degree 4 or less than 4. Okay. P4. So the notation P4 be the vector space of all polynomial set of all polynomial of degree 4 or less than with real coefficients. Less than with real coefficients. With real coefficients. Then S4, which is f of x belong to P4. F1 is a rational number. F1 is a rational number. F1 is a rational number in the vector space P4. P4. So you check, you want to show that it is not a subspace. Here you can take any polynomial, but that degrees should be less than 4 or less than 4. Therefore, you take f of x equal to x. F of x equal to x means degree is 1 less than 4. Yeah. Therefore, it's belong to P4. Okay. Then f of x is degree 1 polynomial. Degree 1 polynomial. Degree 1 polynomial. And your f of 1 is 1. F of 1 is 1. Okay. Therefore, you can write 1 is 1 over 1. Therefore, it is rational number. Is it okay? 1 over 1 rational number. So let you take root 2 belong to real. Okay. Then scalar multiplication, root 2 into f of 1. This is you want to get here root 2 into f of 1 is 1, then you get root 2. Here you can find the values. This root 2, no, this root 2 is not an element of S4. Why? It's not an element of S4. Why? Because here f1 is a rational number. Here the irrational number, no? This is irrational number, right? Root 2, the rational number. It's not a rational number. Therefore, it's not satisfying because this root 2 belong to Q complement, right? Therefore, this one not satisfying. This scalar multiplication is not satisfying. Therefore, S4 is not a vector space. Therefore, S4 is not a subspace. Sorry, subspace. Subspace of P4. Subspace of P4. So next question. Question number 5. S5. Here also f of x is belong to P4. It's P4 same, no? P4 means here be the vector space of all polynomials of degree 4 or less than. That one also that one also possible here also. F of x belong to P4. Here f of 1 is an integer. So like the same like this question, this one. So let you can take any polynomial degree 4 or less than 4. Then you can take arbitrary one of the polynomial f of x equal x, therefore its degree is 1. Okay, since the degree of f of x is 1, now f of 1 is 1 from this equation. So therefore this f of x belong to S5. Now you take half into f of 1. Half is a fractional number, not an integer number. It's a scalar. Okay, half is a scalar. Half into f of 1 means half times 1 is half. It is not an element of. It is not an element in. It's not a element in the set S5 because it is a. This one is not an integer number, right? It's not an integer number. Therefore, S5 is not a vector space. Sorry, subspace of P4. S5 is not a subspace of P4. It's okay. Here, I mean here for P4. Sorry, here P4. Okay. It is not as a notation, right? Okay. Here also the scalar multiplication is not work, no. Next one. Let M2 cross 2 be the vector space of all 2 cross 2 real matrices. Be the vector space of all 2 cross 2 real matrices. So your X set is A belong to M2 cross 2, determinants of A non-zero in the vector space M2 cross 2. In the vector space M2 cross 2. Okay, in the vector space M2 cross 2. This one also is not subspace. Why? This one also is not subspace. Why? Because um, okay, you know that you take one of the real matrix A, let A consists all values are zero, zero matrix. Okay, this one belong to M2 cross 2. But this determinants is zero. Therefore, determinant zero means therefore A does not belong to S6. It is subspace means for any matrix this condition is satisfying. You take here one of the matrix, zero matrix, because this belong to M2 cross 2 matrix. But this one not satisfying this condition, therefore it's not a subspace. Therefore S6 is not a subspace of M2 cross 2. Next one, X7. A belong to M2 cross 2. Okay, A belong to M2 cross 2. This determinants of A is 0 in the vector space M2 cross 2. So A is 1 0 0 0, B is 0 0 0 1. This both matrix determinant, you check the determinants, this both matrix belong to S7 because determinants of A is determinants of A means diagonals 1 to 0 0 minus 0, therefore 0. Similarly, determinants of B also 0. So this both elements, the both vectors belong to S7, but what about the vector addition? 1 0 0 1. This determinants, this one does not belong to S7 because determinants of A plus B is 1, not equal to 0. If it is 0, then belong to S7, but it is not equal to 0. Therefore, it is 1, therefore not equal to 0. Therefore, this is not an element of S7. Therefore, S7 is not a subspace of S7 is not a subspace of M2 cross 2. Okay. M2 cross 2. Right. Now 8. Let C minus 1 plus 1. Set of all continuous function within this interval minus 1 plus 1 be the vector space of all real continuous function real continuous functions defined on the interval a comma b. So S8 is given one f of x belong to C minus 2 minus 1 plus 1, no? Minus 1 plus 1 plus 1 should satisfying f of minus 1, f of 1 equal to 0. In the vector space, C minus 1, 1. So you want to show that S8 not a subspace. Therefore, consider the continuous functions this one f of x equal to x minus 1 is continuous function within this interval minus 1 plus 1, and e of x equal to x plus 1. These are the polynomials, therefore continuous. These are the polynomials, hence they are continuous. Therefore, f and g are continuous since they are polynomials. This satisfying this f of minus 1, f of 1, it is 0 because f of minus 1 means here not equal to 0, here 0. Sorry, f of 1 means here 0. Similarly, g of minus 1, g of 1 also 0 because g of minus 1 here 0, here not equal to 0. Then this two function satisfying this condition. Okay, next, this one implies f comma g belong to S8. Okay, f comma g belong to S8. Okay, S8. You consider one of the function f of x, it is sum of these two function f of x plus g of x. Okay, you know this h of minus 1, h of 1, it is f of minus 1 plus g of minus 1, f of 1 plus g of 1. Is it okay? So f of minus 1 is minus 2 plus g of minus 1 is 0. It is f of 1 is, you put that value, f of 1 is 0 plus g of 1 is 2. So its multiplication of this value is minus 4. This minus 4, right? If you, this value is equal to 0, like this value is equal to 0, then your h is, right? This h means f of x plus g of x belong to S8. But here, this value is minus 4, not equal to 0. Therefore, this function h not satisfying this condition, that is f of x plus g of x is not an element of S8. So vector addition is not satisfying here. Therefore, S8 is not a vector, subspace of C minus 1 plus 1. Therefore, S8 is not a subspace, right? S8 is not a subspace of C minus 1 plus 1. Okay. Next one, question number 9. S9 f of x belong to C minus 1 plus 1. F of x greater than equal to 0 for all minus 1 less than equal less plus less than equal 1. Okay, you want to show that S9 also is not a vector space. Okay, right. For this one, less than equal 1 in the vector space C minus 1 plus 1. In the vector space C minus 1 plus 1. So you take one of the function, let f of x equal s squared. For this function, should satisfying minus 1 plus 1. Okay, f minus 1 1, it's parabola function, no? F minus 1 1, this one 0 0 minus 1 1 minus 1 1 1, it's parabola. Okay, so this one, okay, so this one is continuous, then is minus 1 plus 1 continuous, no? It's continuous. Then f is continuous, then f is continuous and non-negative. Is it okay? From the graph here, it's non-negative, right? 0 is possible because x0 means f of x also 0. 0 is possible, greater than equal to 0. Okay, minus 1 plus 1 greater than equal to 0. Okay, positive. Therefore, if this f of x belong to S9. Okay, f of x belong to, therefore this f of x equal to s squared belong to S9. You take, right now you take one of the scalar. Now you take one of the scalar. Let minus 1 belong to real number. What about minus 1 into s squared? S squared value, just you take minus 1 into f of 1. Okay, it's minus 1 into at least one value. F of 1 means 1. Again minus 1. But this is not an element of S9. Scalar multiplication is not satisfying. Because y is minus 1. By minus 1 means here minus 1 greater than equal to 0 is not possible. The image is should be greater than equal to 0. Here image is less than 0. Therefore, it's not an element of S9. Therefore, S9 is not a subspace of C minus 1 plus 1. Okay, C minus 1 plus 1. Next one. Next question. Let C squared AB be the vector space of all real value function. C squared AB be the vector space of all real value function f of x defined on AB. Where this means f is continuous, f dash is continuous, f double dash also continuous. This means where f of x, f dash of x and f double dash of x are continuous on the interval a comma b, on a comma b. This is it is a derivative, no? F dash is derivative, F double dash is first derivative, and F double dash is the second derivative. Here, F dash of x and F double dash of x are the first and second derivative of f of x. Here, F dash of x and F double dash of x are the first and second derivative of f of x. So S10, no, this f of x, c squared minus 1 plus 1. F double dash of x, f of x equals sin x for all minus 1 x less than equal plus 1. Minus 1 less than equal plus 1. In the vector space, C minus 1 plus 1. The vector space C minus 1 plus 1. It is not a vector space because you consider zero function. Very easy. You consider zero function. You consider the zero function, then the zero vector of the vector space c squared minus 1 plus 1. It's a zero function, no? It's the zero function. Okay, that means you can take theta of x is zero function. Okay, zero. What about theta double dash x, theta dash of x? Both are zero. It's not possible here to equal to sin x, no? It's not possible to equal to sin x. It is not a zero function. Sin x is not a zero function. Therefore, this theta of x, the zero function is not element of S10, right? Therefore, S10 is not a vector, subspace. S10 is not a subspace of c squared minus 1, because in the c squared minus 1 plus 1, one of the function is zero function. Zero function is not satisfying this condition. Therefore, it's not a subspace. Okay, right.